Hello, this is Ayako Sekiguchi from Wellness Kitchen. This time, I'd like to introduce the Harvard-style vegetable soup, which is currently gaining attention as the life-saving vegetable soup. There are only 4 ingredients, and I'll also explain why it's called the life-saving soup. Once you understand the secret, you'll see how versatile it can be. I'll demonstrate how to make it more balanced by showing you various arrangements you can make with it. I'll also introduce ways to make it even more nutritious, so please watch until the end. Burunesu Kitchen's theme is anti-aging, which is reflected in the food we serve. We'll keep sharing information to help both your mind and body feel better, so please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Many of you might be wondering what Harvard-style vegetable soup is. This soup is from Harvard. Harvard University's Department of Immunology and Nutrition has studied it for many years. This soup was created by Dr. Hiroshi Takahashi, who has been conducting this research. The key point is that you can get plenty of phytochemicals. So, it's a soup. As the name suggests, phytochemicals refer to chemical substances found in plants. They are found in vegetables and fruits. They have unique characteristics such as color, aroma, astringency, bitterness, and spiciness. These include things like polyphenols and flavonoids. There are various names for them in general, but the ones you might be familiar with are those found in blueberries and red wine. For example, the purple anthocyanin, the bitter catechins in tea, and the bitterness in coffee. There are said to be thousands of types of components like chlorogenic acid, and these are found in vegetables. The purpose is to efficiently consume phytochemicals by making them into soup. It's become a hot topic because it helps boost immunity and prevent cancer, among other benefits. It's also attracting attention because it can help prevent and improve lifestyle-related diseases such as high blood pressure, arteriosclerosis, and dyslipidemia. Here are the ingredients for the Harvard-style vegetable soup: cabbage, onion, pumpkin, carrot, and just water. The quantities are easy to remember: 100 grams of each vegetable and 1 liter of water, so anyone can easily make it, which is one of its charms. The simplest version uses these 4 types of vegetables, but for example, you can use broccoli or komatsuna instead of cabbage, or add garlic or green onions in place of or in addition to the onion. Adding pumpkin is okay too. Since these are vegetables that contain carbohydrates, I think it's also fine to add things like beans or grains, and carrots too. These are root vegetables, but I think it's fine to add things like lotus root or burdock as well. By mixing various kinds, the amount of phytochemicals increases and they dissolve into the soup, which makes it easier to understand. This time, based on the concept of the Harvard-style vegetable soup, I'm going to introduce the Sekiguchi-style vegetable soup, which is even tastier and more nutritious. I'd like to introduce the recipe. I've prepared the basic vegetables for today, so I'll be using this pumpkin, carrot, cabbage, and onion. You can also add other vegetables you have in your refrigerator. I think it's fine to substitute them as well. Onion skins contain a phytochemical called quercetin. So, after washing them well, I'd like to simmer them together as well. If you put them in something like a tea bag and add them to the soup, the nutrients will dissolve into it. Quercetin is said to help strengthen capillaries and remove aging cells. It's also a component that's getting a lot of attention right now. And also, just water alone can be a bit bland, so dried foods add both flavor and nutrition. I also want to improve the balance even more. This time, I like to add dried kelp and dried mushrooms for broth and simmer them together. There's just one key point in the way you make the Harvard-style vegetable soup. That is to use the skins of the carrots and pumpkin as they are, just like this. That's because those parts contain a lot of polyphenols, so we should use them too. Cut the vegetables into bite-sized pieces. Since we'll be simmering them until they're soft, it's okay if they're a little on the larger side. If you want to save time, you can cut the vegetables a bit smaller. We're not using it this time, but canned tomatoes are also an option. Tomatoes contain a compound called lycopene, which can be combined with other ingredients. They're rich in phytochemicals, aren't they? Besides these 4 basic vegetables, please try using a variety of seasonal vegetables as well. Now add the vegetables and water. Let it simmer for about 2.5 hours until the vegetables become tender. That's all there is to it. Don't add anything else. This is the basic version, but now I'd like to make it in the Sekiguchi-style vegetable soup. Add the well-washed onion skins and dried mushrooms to simmer together. They add a lot of umami, and you can eat them at the end too. Next, add kelp for confectionery use, which you can also eat at the end. Adding these ingredients really makes it much tastier. Now let's let it simmer like this for a while. Let it simmer. Okay, let's take a look. It's been simmering for 20 minutes. Depending on the size of the vegetables, simmer it gently for about 20 to 30 minutes, and then it's done. In the Harvard-style vegetable soup, salt isn't included in the recipe, but I think it will be easier to drink if it has a little flavor, so please finish it with a light seasoning of your choice, such as salt, miso, or oil. Taking into account the key points of the Harvard-style vegetable soup, the Sekiguchi-style vegetable soup is now complete. Please take a look at this shining golden soup. I didn't add any oil or consommé or anything like that. This color comes just from the ingredients themselves. It's from the vegetables, dried mushrooms, kelp, and even the onion skins. It becomes a soup full of phytochemicals. Not yet. There's no salt or anything in it yet, but first I'd like to taste this soup. Sorry for tasting it while standing. It feels like the nutrients are soaking into my body. The taste really matches the name Life Soup. There aren't any seasonings in it, but it's tastier than I expected. It feels like my body is being revived or healed. It's so gentle. It has a gentle flavor. Just looking at the ingredients, this could also be used for baby food or meals for elderly care, so I think having this basic soup ready would be really handy. If you add a little salt or other seasonings, the flavor will become even richer. If you add some meat with bones, the broth will become even more flavorful. I think the nutritional balance will also improve. Please try making this life-giving soup with your favorite ingredients. This time, there are a lot of vegetables, especially green and yellow vegetables. I also recommend adding a healthy oil to help your body absorb the fat-soluble vitamins even better. For example, camelina oil, is an oil blended with vitamin C and omega-3. It helps with better absorption. It also contains nutrients. I also recommend adding a little oil before eating. It's even called the soup of life. I've introduced a vegetable soup full of phytochemicals, and while it uses 4 basic vegetables, of course you can add other vegetables or increase the amount if you like. This soup helps you get plenty of antioxidants and can boost your immunity. Thank you for watching until the end. Well then, let's meet again in another video. Thank you for watching.